Good afternoon. This is Keith Brown in Moultrie, Georgia with some cash commodity commentary for Tuesday. It's about 4 o'clock Eastern Time. Really had some mixed markets. Of course, as you know, grains have been in a complete bloodbath, but they did a little better today, but we'll get to those in a minute. First off, let's just jump right on the cotton market today. Cotton market sharply higher, old crop in particular sharply higher, new crop came back up to close higher. News, I guess, is this. I think the Texas boys missed some of that rain out there. They were looking at a decent shot at some rain, and I really think, as I talked to some growers out there, they certainly didn't get any, and some of them are right in the heart of it. The other thing is China said they're going to increase maybe some import quotas for their state reserves. And so that was certainly music to the market's ear, and so the bull spreads worked very nicely today. As they were up about 80 points, July-December spread. December cotton is sort of coiling up here. We're talking about it in our cotton letter. We may get a little more of a run or maybe a stiff break, depending on how the market behaves. You can just check out our cotton letter on that, and we give a little more detail on that. Grains today, we tried to put a tourniquet on. Corn went down. May corn took out its low of yesterday. July corn came within 1/4 cent, taking out its low. And I realize this is old crop corn, but certainly that's the one that's been banged the hardest since USDA came out and said they've found close to 400 million bushels. The September new crop markets actually closed higher today. Of course, they came out in our mind with neutral acres as far as what traders were looking for. But in the end, if we grow 97 million acres and have an abandonment and have have a normal abandonment but have trendline yields, we could still have a corn crop of 14 billion or greater, and that would be just huge. That would be record. I don't think we could choke that down. Wheat market was up today. The wheat ratings came out. The national wheat crop's 30% poor, very poor. Some states, of course, obviously are worse than others, so that certainly buoyed wheat up. So all of a sudden you got the dynamics of the wheat market maybe getting into trouble while we got too much corn. So you could see the wheat-corn relationship do a little better in here, I would think. Beans today trying to dig in. They did close slightly lower, but they did come back off their lows. Probably are starting to see feeling some of the switching from corn to beans. Maybe one reason that new crop beans were down, even though old crop beans did finish higher. So an interesting day. Like I say, we're trying to put a tourniquet on. Not sure we have it, but it's mighty, mighty early in the year. So we'll see how it pans out. If you have any questions or comments, of course, give us a call, 1-800-910-1910. Thanks for listening.